The void is a place of endless probability. Unless you have a fleet of light skippers or relic seekers, you'll never reach the depths I've plumbed. Aurican gold. I collected in the name of my tribe's stolen youth. Maybe you'll find an invitation to one of my parties. No, of course you won't.
What a pleasant surprise. Perhaps there's hope for you after all.
Okay.
Did you hear, Tenno? I had the finest inverted throat singer in the Origin system perform at my party last night. Perhaps someday you'll rate an invite.
We have located the enemy's planetary communication towers. Capture the towers and remain in control long enough to decode incoming messages. Tower online. You have captured a radio tower.
You have failed your betters.
This tower is ours now. We are dominating. Keep it up. enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Idiots! Did you not have the sense to flee?
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
I can't use any of my weapons other than my primary.
Be gone.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces. I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
It's really weird.
You have captured a radio tower.
Now you serve a purpose.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Get grim!
They're having all sorts of issues today. What in the hell?
I remember this being more of a challenge.
Hey, Pixie. Man, there.
Good work today. Not
If this is any indication how the rest of this is going to go, this is going to be a really short stream. Because I couldn't use my secondary, I couldn't use my melee, there was random bird abilities flying out. Yeah. That was weird. Does it specify? I can only use my primary weapon. Okay, so that specifies, but that doesn't explain the weird bird animations. Enemy forces obtain detailed information, stop them before they get away. Hive. Ah, fuck it, let's do it. That was a weird bird animations.
We must not let this infestation get any more out of control. Destroy the spawning hives in the area.
Flee?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. Heavy infestation ahead. You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those, and you can destroy the hive.
I would have retreated.
That's it. Now take out the hive.
Those are just random lasers. Okay.
You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those, and you can destroy the hive.
Not even a challenge for my conscripts.
You found the first resource cache. I'm detecting 2 more faint hints.
Okay, so I can't go. Weird, my abilities stopped working. Into very circuit, I had to jump into the abyss and resend it, shave that little fuzz. off your face, and you little charming baby with no hair. All you would need is baby powder on the noggin. No idea what the fuck you're talking about. It's not vulnerable yet, is it? No? This was auto-destroyed. Let's go.
You shall all become dust and ash.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those, and you can destroy the hive.
Vulnerable yet? Nope. People are weird. It's only those that have never accomplished anything in their lives other than trolling people. So they think that that's their only value in this world, is their ability to troll people. And unfortunately, when they run across people that have actually accomplished more than they'll ever dream of accomplishing, it makes them feel very insecure and insignificant.
Chaff. Nothing more.
All nodes destroyed. The hive is vulnerable. Tenno, there are still undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to locate them before leaving.
The correct answer was to run.
This one doesn't have the entrance. There it is. Boom.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
If there's anything of note. Nothing I'm interested in. Alright. So we got the Soma. Let's check the Nova stuff. So we've got the Prime Systems and the chassis. So we need the blueprint and the neuroptics.
No guarantees with void relics. Just like life. Oh, glad to see it back in action.
That's the meso. Just sabotage.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. You're near a fissure. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
All right, now go.
Pathetic.
A coolant
Hey.
cell has been extracted.
I didn't actually look in here. Alright, that side's clear. What about over here? What do we got? Whole lot of nothing.
A feast of flesh for Golfgor.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell extracted. Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown. Destroy the fuel injectors. blast door has blocked your evacuation route. Find a way to open it.
Chaff. Nothing more.
We're almost there.
Behold, your ruin.
There we go.
You shall all become dust and ash.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
They gave me the prime barrel. Well, guess we gotta run it again. Hopefully next time they don't give us that blocked blast door to get out thing.
Might want to refine any relics you get. For luck. The Orokin made you bleed for primes. You've bled enough.
Meso. Let's see. Sabotage. Where's the Requiem? Assault. Oh, sorry. Omni. Nah. We'll stick with the sabotage. It gave us a common drop on a fully radiated a relic, man. Put 100 void traces into that, and it turns around and goes, here's a common drop.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Okay.
I remember this being more of a challenge.
You have collected
And we
enough
got a
knowledge
Harrow
to
chassis out of
open
it.
your
Nice.
A coolant cell has been extracted.
And you thought to stop me?
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Fools!
Coolant cell extracted. Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown.
What a waste.
Destroy the fuel injectors.
Nope, blast door is blocking it. But hey, this blast door is not so far away. Not as the last one. The last one was almost like, what was it, almost 500 meters away?
Answer was to run. Oh, how clever you must think you are.
Here we go. No cash. Is there a cash in here? Nope. I'll grab them if they're on the way, but I'm not going out of my way for them.
A feast of flesh for Golfagor.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Dual Commas Prime Blade. Well, that's two.
No guarantees with void relics. Just may the void bring you what you need.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Use that reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
I remember this being more of a challenge.
And there we go. And another Harrow chassis. Hell yeah. Nope, nothing in this one.
You shall all become dust and ash.
Nope, nothing in this one.
A coolant cell has been extracted.
Next.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell extracted. Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown.
Leave?
Destroy the fuel injectors. A blast door has blocked your evacuation route. Find a way to open it.
Again, at least it's not too far away.
I will salt the ground beneath your feet. The correct answer was to run. Naught but your corpses will remain before me.
You gonna give it to me on the third run?
Executed.
No, of course not. You're gonna give me the Trinity Neuroptics. God damn it. Wait a second, the Soma should be ready, right? Hmm. Do we have a skin that we can put on it instead, maybe? Let's go with our normal color scheme and see if we can't find a skin that fits that color scheme better. Day of the Dead actually looks pretty dope. Forest one looks pretty dope. I'm actually down for the Day of the Dead skin. Let's do that. And we're gonna feed heavy, heavy, heavy into... Where's my acuity? Here's the acuity. What's your reload speed? Oh, your reload speed is atrocious. Fuck it, let's give you some radiation. Let's give you some fire. Which is going to be... Thermite. Give it the bulwark. And... I kind of want you to have Hellfire instead of Thermite, but we'll keep what we got. We'll throw... Let's throw some Wildfire on there. Oh, we can't. Not yet. Alright. Actually, do that. I think that's really all we can do at the moment. We're going to have to level it up. All right, let's go. What else we got today?
Hey,
Syndicate, Siphon, Wagers. I'm not doing any of those.
let's check what's next.
Now, before we go off and doing that,
I hope these interest you. I see.
What can we do to help your journey?
You can give me Aya in this
An
relic
honor.
pack. Hey, asking shall receive, right? There it is. Nice. So let's run it again.
If you're here for relics, you might have to crack a few before you get what you're after. From memory to reality.
Oh, I'm
quick as a
aware.
bow shot.
Alright, so Meso. What do we got for Meso? Exterminate, perfect. Delta 5.
Eliminate all Corpus threats. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Not even a challenge for my
A
conscript.
fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
A feast of flesh for Golfagor.
Please, 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 just get me down from here, okay? There could be.
Yep, there you go, big dog.
I'm allergic to lead. I'm dead.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
I will pick my teeth with your bones. Pardon me.
Harvest Granon, your sacred tokens shall remain secure from the grasp of the idol.
Okay, grab the coin.
The more things change.
The enemy is broken.
There it
Well
is.
done. Now get to extraction.
You've failed your betters.
Another job well executed.
Son of a bitch. Soma Prime barrel again. Garbage.
Here's some fun. Let's you and I have a chinwag. I never could persuade them to throw anything away. Of course. Take your time. I quite... Go on, dear. May you have much joy. I'll be right here, gathering dust.
Chip, we are good friends. It's good to have good friends.
Okay, there we go. We got that one.
Mining is good. You're a good miner, Chip. Keep on mining. Oh, playing together. We will build the future.
Okay, bud, you keep telling yourself that. That helps you sleep. Let's just go over here.
Yes, there are bounties, if you have the interest. I look forward to your return, as do we all.
I should probably go check 1999 because I got a bunch of that their standing stuff and I don't actually need it anymore.
Lloyd will instruct you on how to procure geological core samples in relevant areas. This would be a great help to me.
Geological core samples can be procured nearby that will reveal vital... Hive located. Destroy it with weapon fire. Infested activity spiking. They will be upon you soon.
They're all tuckered out. Let's go find some more playmates, yeah?
What a clever...
I have detected a hive nearby. Shoot to destroy it. That got their attention. Hostiles incoming.
Pathetic. You will come to wish you had done that.
It's like really unfortunate placement.
All hostiles down. Move on and destroy the next hive.
You truly adopted function.
Hive located. Destroy it with weapon fire. Infested activity spiking. They will be upon you soon.
Nothing more.
with the Scratchikins double quick.
Man, this thing has taken so many bullets to kill stuff at this level. We really need to get this weapon leveled up so we can put some proper mods on this. Because, man, oh man, is it taking so many bullets right now. Oh. Okay. Guess we didn't get the capture either. Strange.
Garish, but effective.
Someone's here! I'm saved! Wait, you are here to help. What a relief! I was expecting to get my head bitten off at any moment. While you're here, can you help me collect some samples? Just a few, and then we're gone. I swear. That ugly one just coughed up what we're after. Could you grab a sample for me? Lovely. Think we can get a few more?
Now you serve a purpose. Meat.
That should do it. Hand the samples over to me, please.
There you go, big dog.
Here we go. Processing. Oh, I hate it here. Hate it. I would give anything to get off this forsaken rock.
And you thought to stop me?
Done and done. Every sample uploaded. Science and your enchanted friend owe you a debt. Huzzah!
Excellent. That Trox has collected a number of samples.
Okay, so there's the mother tokens. Which is not what we needed.
There's some Grineer survivors working around here that might help out.
Grineer, friend. Tenno, friend. All friends. Together.
Bad form.
We all kill infested. Yes? See who kills most.
The correct answer was to run. How far you have fallen.
Oh, come on. Now's not the time to run out of bullets.
Garv is glad. Tenno side.
Well done, Tenno. That little fracas has secured us a core sample from the grateful Grenier. There is an apex infested in this area that you'll need to deal with before you can take a core sample. Prepare some bait and draw it out.
Okay,
Well,
let's go.
On the bright side, it works far better than it looks.
Finding the parts necessary to make bait should not be too hard. Take down a few infested and look for parts.
I would have retreated.
That should be sufficient. Use the vessel to begin infusing the bait. Infested will now be drawn to the infusion. Terminate them close to the vessel to expedite the process.
No. Oh. One more. There you are. Thank you for volunteering.
The event has arrived. Here's your chance. Kill the target. A flawless victory. Well, effective anyway. The target is no
Effective anyway. So it wasn't flawless? You're telling me there was some problems there with the kills, bud? Really?
Just have to prove yourself. Based on the other core samples, I have located the best place to get the final set. Proceed to the excavators.
Seeing more of a
I
challenge.
have detected a high concentration of resources in this area. Dispatching excavator units for exploitation. An excavator has powered down. If you can scavenge an energy source, it can be brought back online. Excavator back online. Continue protection and monitoring.
Excuse me. Out of my way.
There we go. SKV, jump in and say hi, Scare. Hey, SKV. Welcome in. What are you up to?
the diggers got through digging. That's great!
I'm told you have extracted a set of core samples. Good work, Tenno. I believe we're done here.
For the ground. I see. Yes.
Finally getting into my weekly stuff I missed much this week. Understandable.
I will sit upon a throne of your making.
Man. Today's just... The RNG is fucking trash for me. I'm getting pretty close to just saying fuck it and just being done for the night. Because, like, I ran that entire section and there wasn't a single fucking Aya drop. I've ran, what, 4 or 5 relics that I fully radiated and I can't get an uncommon drop. In fact, it keeps giving me the common drops instead. It's like, if the RNG is going to be this fucking trash while their systems are also being compromised and hacked, then, like, why even bother?
If that concludes our business, I shall bid you farewell.
Hey.
For IM, maybe CDS bounties would be good, right? They have a 5% lower chance than Demos bounties. Demos bounties are at it's almost 44%, whereas CDS bounties are at 38%.
That's all.
Unconvinced. Always a pleasure. I knew right away you...
So at a near 50%, I couldn't get a single fucking Aya to drop. Like, that's wild.
Shame. I think that... You know where I am.
Te ves bien, mi amor. Let's see what you got. Fine, waste my time. Hey, try not to get that ass beat. I like it as it is.
What'd you say? A touch of the macabre. Do you feel it? See you in your dreams.
Ah, we're talking shop. Okay, no, show me. Get chido, huh? Make him clucking off in a minute. See you back home.
Samples over here. Welcome, once again, to the... Sometimes I wonder how much of this Albrecht saw coming. And then I try not to think about it. Very good, Tenno. So much of what we... Make your selection, and the Vosper shall flow. Out with the old, eh, Tenno? There we are then.
And we just spent enough day at 6 packs and still didn't get the arcane fallout that we were looking for. Man, RNG is so bad right now. Like, there isn't anything that I have done so far in the last hour where the RNG hasn't been total and complete fucking trash. Is DE sure that the invites and the trolling messages are the only thing that got compromised? Because I'm beginning to have serious doubts.
Well done, lads. Well done. I dare say the
We've had a few.
Because it definitely feels like there's a lot more compromised at this point.
To crack on.
500 kills in 5 minutes. Calendar challenge done. Nice. Trying to see if there's anything that I actually want this week. Nope. Whole lot of nothing. Yeah, nope. Nothing I want there. They closed the invitation system, but you can still have for now. Trade only MROs, Burros are. Yeah, I'm aware of that. But there's definitely been some other issues. Like, I'm Uriel. I'm not Helmuth at all. But there was, on the first mission I was doing, there would be randomly, like, the owl bird ability animations taking place for some reason. No idea why. I know Pixie was having issues using abilities as well as melee weapons in Deviri. Fully radiated 4 or 5 relics, getting common drops only. Running Demos bounties with a 44% chance of getting IN, getting nothing. Like, there's more issues going on in the background than what we're seeing and what they're letting us know right now. Like, everything's just... It does not feel good on it at all. Oh, and level 10 enemies killing, high-level specters for some reason. That's another thing that was really fucking weird that shouldn't be happening. Because I use the specters for interceptions all the time, and they don't go down from little level 10 monsters. But yeah, there's a whole lot of things that are just wrong right now. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to put myself through that. I'm good. If you're in the ScareCrew, if you're in our Discord. Let's see, yep. When there is a bad guy attacking, they will not attack one section, right? But I believe they will fix it soon. I don't think they'll fix it soon. I think that they're going to wait until the Shadowgrapher drops on the 25th. And I think when it's Shadowgrapher content drops, that's when they're going to fix all of these issues. So I think we're going to end up having these continued issues until the 25th. Because they've already said that they're not even going to fix the current hack that's going on. They just shut it off. And they're like, we're just not going to deal with it until we do our big update in 5 days. So I think that's what's going to end up happening is all of the issues we're experiencing in the game right now, we're just kind of stuck with until Shadowgrapher content updates. Hey, Cause, welcome in. I think it's corporate espionage. Think it's another big company being mad successful. No, because the entire video gaming industry right now is under threat internationally due to government policy. So government policies are going to be affecting the entire gaming industry here in a massive fucking way. And by massive way, I mean Tencent specifically is being targeted by government policy. So that is going to be compromising the entire gaming industry. And nobody's going to go after Digital Extremes because find me a company that's actually capable of doing shit like that isn't owned or partially owned by Tencent, right? And just like DE, they're partially owned by Tencent. So no, it's not corporate espionage. This is just some independent bad actors thinking they're fucking funny or thinking that they can maybe get some money out of DE or whatever. It's not another company going after them at all. This is just some independent jackasses, that can't accomplish anything with their lives legitimately, so they have to put down those that are successful. So, yeah, definitely not corporate espionage, though. Been a while, man. How's life going? It's going. But, yeah, I'm not happy with the performance of it right now. I don't know that I want to bash my head against the wall repeatedly and deal with their problems until they fix them. So, which is super unfortunate, but hey, what can you do? So, what are you guys up to? Cause and Ponder and Bang Jack Gaming. What are y'all up to? What are you doing? I mean, I got the alert stuff done. I don't want to burn through. See, I don't know if I was thinking hard and was also under 10 cent. I might think about compromising another game doing well under them to make myself look better. I don't know, but then again, I'm not actually a CZ Corp exec. Yeah, except for there's nobody that is threatened by them. Who's threatened by them? Exactly what? Destiny? Destiny fucking buried themselves by stealing everything from everyone else, and they're in bed with Disney. Disney holds their leash. Not to mention, again, the whole thing is like, even if you look bad, it doesn't matter. Even if you look good, it doesn't matter. Because if the government changes that are being pushed through and being talked about being pushed through with the US government, Tencent's not going to be allowed to operate in the United States. They're not going to be allowed to sell, market, or give access to anything that they are part of. So compromising or going after DE is irrelevant. It's not going to make a difference if you're still owned by Tencent, because your product still won't be able to be sold in the United States if government policy goes through. And actually, they're also looking at Europe, too. Europe's another one that's looking at pushing Tencent out of everything. Ubisoft, maybe? They're owned by Tencent. Tencent bought them to bail them out and prevent them from filing bankruptcy. Or they were the ones bought by the Saudi guys. Nope. They were bought by Tencent. Saudi guys are who the US and Europe want investing things. They want Middle Eastern investors. They want more Middle Eastern and European investors. And they're trying to push Tencent out. But the other reason they're trying to push Tencent out is the fact that Tencent has openly been caught and admitted that they take their customers' data from all of their various gaming companies, and they've given it to the Chinese government before. And as a result, it also compromises national security for the United States as well as European countries, because it lets people know gaming habits, pattern habits. So like, when are you on your mobile phone? Cool. Most people, that's irrelevant information. But say you're a high-ranking government official or high-ranking military official or an intelligence operative. Okay, now your movements, now when you're compromised because you're playing on your games, on your phone, because you're bored and you're trying to pass time, that becomes dangerous information. Just like there was an aircraft carrier of the French aircraft carrier in aircraft carrier captain. He's a French aircraft carrier captain who's currently deployed, who was having his Fitbit, his little Fitbit watch, uploading his data to keep track of his runs that he was doing, and it was doing it in real time, giving exact locations of where the aircraft carrier group was. That's compromised military operational security right there. Because if they know exactly where the aircraft carrier is, they can hit the heart of the strike group. And that wipes out a strike group. So we're seeing a lot of the governments in Western countries right now realizing the threat of tracking basic things that most people would view as irrelevant data. And we're seeing the threats that it can pose on a national security level. Hence the reason the governments are going, and you guys are selling this data and giving this data freely to the Chinese government, who is actively working against all European and American interests. That's not cool. So that's why they're looking at pushing them out. I would definitely not put it past Ubisoft with shutting down Red Storm and their other recent BS. I don't know. Shit, obviously. Just shouldn't. Yeah, no. Ubisoft is so fucking controlled and compromised at this point. They're irrelevant in the conversation. Not to mention they're not competing in the MMO. They're not competing in the MMO genre in a way that's meaningful. When is the Tempest thing coming? And it says that it's 2 day, so April 8th, and it's Nowhere's Mix Time Tempest. Does that mean that this one's gonna have missions and gonna have like themes? Because I noticed the previous ones have been just numbered. Nora's Mix number blah blah, right? This one's got a name. Does that mean we're gonna get themed story missions and campaign stuff and more content lore wise? Because if so, that's gonna be really fucking cool. Blast of the Past. This particular is a blast through the past, present, and future. Protea and Caliban. Okay. Daybreak Kavat gene masking kit. Kubro gene masking. Huh. I am curious about this. This looks like it's going to be cool, hopefully, because of the fact that it's named, not numbered. Is the lore? Let's see. Is the lore of this game cool? I don't know. It is. It's one of those, like, they start creating lore about storyline A, right? And they start adding to it, and then they stop. They don't finish it. They just stop adding to it, and then they go, well, here's storyline B. We're going to add to this. And then they stop abruptly, right? And they go to, well, we're going to add stuff to storyline C over here, right? And they keep doing this, creating little storylines, and then they'll go back and go, oh yeah, well, A over here, we're going to continue this storyline where we left off, and we're going to add more to it now. So they've created all these various storylines, and they keep going back and forth between previous storylines and new storylines to kind of connect the dots to everything and flesh it out more. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They've got some pretty good lore in all of this. They've also got new lore that's constantly being added. And there's a gentleman named Korg the Mighty who does a really good introduction for new people. If you just want to know the lore and you want to know, like, the very surface level entertainment version of it, right? So that way you have talking points or research points that you can go into more in depth with other content creators on. He's a great starting point, and he's entertaining as hell. But and again, that's Korg the Mighty. He's I got the list posted in the lore section in the ScareCrew Discord. But yeah, the lore is very rich, and they're constantly going back and forth between various storylines they've created to fill it in and connect the dots and flesh it out further. Like the latest one that they did was called The Old Peace, and it actually went back before the Empire collapsed and before all of it, and filled in some of that background information for us, right? So they're constantly bouncing around with the lore as far as where they're fleshing it out further. It's not just one coherent storyline. because they got the fun little issue of time travel. Because before that, it went to 1999, which was a guy in the future was traveling to the past to do something about the future. Technically, because he was creating these proto frames, which is supposed to be the next, like, Warframes for compromised working people, human things, and Dax. And then they're like, well, what if we could blend the two in a way that they can continue to maintain their consciousness, right? So they go back and forth, but they have the time travel thing where they can go back and forth. Well, if it's not corporate, then whoever did it are asshats and don't mess with good games that actually care about players. Yeah, it's genuinely just independent asshats. I almost guarantee it. I might try it on my phone, but I don't know how much content I'll be missing with the foreign version. You'll be missing absolutely zero content. The console version, PC version, Android version, Switch version, iPhone version all have access to the exact same level of content. So you won't be missing any content whatsoever. Now, I will say that you want to go to their website and connect your account, because any platform you're playing on, you'll be able to save your progress. So, like, say you're going to play on your phone, but then you want to go and play on your console. Well, you can connect both of those accounts to your Warframe account on their website, and you'll be able to access the same exact account in both places. And you'll be able to play with anybody that's on any platform as well. So it's a good way to keep all your progress saved in one spot and be able to play on whatever platform is currently available or convenient for you. And the game's going to explain very little to you. Don't let that don't let that be discouraging to you. We have the squad request channel in the Discord. If you get confused, if you get stuck, if you need help, if you just want someone to run with, post in there, because we have a lot of people that are in our community that they've been playing for a very long time, to the point where they don't really have anything left to do. So they like to help other players coming in, new players and stuff, because it gives them something to work on while still being able to play the game that they've spent so much time and money and energy in, right? So yeah, if you get stuck or confused, don't let that discourage you. Just reach out and ask in the community, in the ScareCrew community. Because again, the game's not going to explain a whole lot to you. What is the Discord? Got to rejoin. Took a social media break. Found it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now, something I do tell people, because I know that there are those that do quote-unquote social media breaks. If you do a social media break, you don't have to leave the ScareCrew Discord. You can just mute the Discord until you want to turn it back on as far as notifications go. So that way you're still there. You still have access to the community without having to be forced reminded by pop-up notifications, right? So you can just mute the Discord server itself until you turn it back on. So that way you always have access to it to go back to it. Also, we've got the Warframe Alpha Bravo Charlie voice channels. And those channels you'll be able to use however you guys want whenever you guys are playing Warframe. I deliberately set those up to make it easier for communications. Now, I will say currently, because of the breach in security they've had, the hack that they've had, linking up with people may be a difficult thing. So on the 25th, so depending on what time zone you're in, because it's 1:40 in the morning here, so technically it's the morning of the 21st here. But on the 25th, they're going to be doing an update and adding a new Warframe. And when they do that, they're supposed to fix the issue that is currently compromising the ability to do the direct game invites and stuff like that. So, yeah. And there'll be a big jump in player activity when that comes out too. There always is when they do their free content. When they do new content, rather. So, and also, cause all the content that they add to the game is always free. So there is no, like, you have to spend money to get access to the new stuff. It's always free. No matter what, it's always free. So, Ponder, what are you up to? Do I have... I do have the affinity booster on. Now, I don't understand why it's giving me this gun. Because... Okay, so you see this? That gun is the starting gun. It's this gun. Nope, it's this gun. Right? So that's the gun that it shows. That's the gun that spawns in. But you can see it's not upgraded. And it doesn't have the ability for the grav mag thing to be put on it. But the Kuva Grattler does have the grav mag on it. So it should be the one that's summoned. But for whatever reason, it is not... See, look at that. That is definitely not that gun. And the Itzel, its damn appearance... still reverts back in Uriel's proto-frame. Alright, let's try it again. I think you have set the arch gun in the section below the gear wheel. It's showing... I think you have to set the arch gun in the section below the gear wheel. Oh! Oh, the heavy weapon. Good looking out. Thank you. Thank you, SKV. I appreciate that. I totally missed that. Ooh, it's got guns. Skins. Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. We're going to stick with the 4 barrels, though. All right.
No time. You are here to assist. I look forward to your return, as do we all. It is vital that we gain a proper understanding of the infestation on Deimos in order to protect the heart. Lloyd will instruct you on how to procure geological core samples in relevant areas. This would be a great help to me.
I don't think it auto sets it if you have the Archwing equipped with the weapon.
Geological core samples can be procured.
I figured that you had to have the grav mag on there.
Deimos infestation levels. Please.
Just ignore
Thought that
them
was the
and
whole
blast
point of going and
infested.
farming that
It'll do
damn
more
thing
In order to
and
proceed,
installing it.
you will now need to gather materials.
Behold, your ruin.
Oh, Mr. Bad Guys.
Good. Now place the materials in the vessel and start the infusion process. This will lure infested to the area. Kill them near the vessel to finish concocting the bait. The main event has arrived. Here's your chance. Kill the target.
I will salt the ground beneath your feet.
Ow. This is a little excessive for this difficulty level. Are you kidding me?
Well,
No.
On the bright side,
Stop
it works far better than it looks. Idiot! Did you not have the
A flawless victory. Well, effective anyway. The target is no more. Taking down the Apex alone would have been sufficient. Just had to prove yourself,
Except for you wouldn't move on without me killing everything. So what do you mean, prove myself there, sunshine? You didn't give me a fucking choice but to clear the field. I don't know if... yeah, Gravity Mag was just unlocked to use Arch Guns, Snow the Mission, and Arc Wings. Also, do try Cetos for IO, because we used to get Ceto bunnies. Property is different because Demos has slower to run bunnies. Also, I'm sure... Anyways, I'm going to be back in some time. See you now. Okay. Yeah, except for the wiki is very clear that this is the higher...
Move on and destroy the next hive.
No enemies spawned in on that. Did you see that? It just let me kill the hive without any enemy spawning in. Not cool.
Hive located. Destroy it with weapon fire.
Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready.
This one's at least giving me enemies. Okay, that last one didn't give us any enemies. It just let us destroy the hive. Which was weird.
Area cleared. We should locate another hive.
Oh, look! There's a hive! Nuke it!
Infested activity spiking. They will be upon you soon.
That's the lot! You dealt with the Scratchakins double quick! Now that's all done with, I suppose you could grab a core sample.
Look at this. Look. Aya drops. Necrolist, right? 43. Oh, right here. 43.48%. All the way down. We go to Cetus. Drops to 38%. And this is from the official Warframe Wiki thing, right? This is the Warframe Wiki page. So they're saying that their drops are supposed to be 43.48%, which is damn near 50%. Thank you for the lurk, Ed. Cool. No, we're not. We're really not. We're just gonna be done. The game's not functioning correctly. I am not going to beat my head against a wall on a game that's not working. I will wait until they fix this game, and then I will go back to it. But there is far more not working than there is working. So, anyways, if anyone wants to hang out with me further, I will be in the Discord. Feel free to join me there. But I'm not playing a broken game right now. A broken, compromised game. And we'll post that link in case anyone does want to come hang out with me. There's the Discord link. If you're not already in the ScareCrew Discord, there it is. Feel free to join. We ask that anybody who does join be courteous at all times. And if you're going to join the voice channels, 18 or older. All right. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, the game's compromised and broken and not performing correctly right now, so I'm not going to bother with it. We'll come back to that when the fixes come out on the 25th. So thank you all for being here. I'll be in the Discord if you want to hang out